better than me. And then making your decision based on the opinions of other people. You're trying to please other people. You want it, you're happy with it, you're financially ready. You're financially more stable than me. Then what? Making your decision based on the opinions of other people. That's always a bad decision if you're trying to please other people. Like, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Like, who's gonna remember that you drove that car in 10 years? Or in 50 years or in 5 years? It doesn't matter. Like, you're buying that car because you're happy with it when you drive it, not because you want to impress other people. Because I think that's the majority of the mindset of people is like, I'm gonna buy that brand new expensive car so I look rich, I look that I made it, and I look like that I have money. It's not. Like, if you're not financially ready to buy a car, don't buy it just because you want to impress other people. Because who cares? We're gonna die at some point and no one's gonna remember what we did.
Oh my God! Wow!
So buy that car because you want it, you're happy with it, you're financially ready, and it doesn't matter. It can be a temporary car that you don't want right now, and people will look at you and give you looks and opinions. It doesn't matter. At least you know that you're safe for bigger things. One thing that I learned a lot living by myself is that invest on yourself. Invest on assets that can grow and give you bigger returns. Invest in skills that people cannot take away from you. Like, who cares? Yeah, you're better than me. And then you're financially more stable than me. Then what? It's your life. And I don't really care about it. My life right now, I'm really happy with it. I'm really contented. And I'm pursuing things that I want to do. The thing that you always want to remember is that you're doing things because you want it. And also, I think a lot of people, they forget their why. Like, why did you go to the US? Why did you decide to go immigrate and be far away from your family? So I think a lot of people, they forget about it because of those shiny objects that they can acquire now. And I think you need to remind yourself why you went here.
Damn!
It took me 2 years to even consider buying a Tesla because I knew that I wasn't financially ready to buy a brand new car after I sold my old car. And I needed to fix my finances and allocate more of my money into different assets that can make money for me. So I did do that for 2 years, almost 2 years. I just took the bus for, and most of my money I was investing it on the stock market, on cryptocurrency, real estate. So I've done that for almost more than a year, and then I was waiting for Tesla to get good deals on their cars, and normally they would do that every end of the quarter. So I had a great deal on this car, and I just pulled the trigger. And one of my friends also convinced me to do it. And luckily at that time I was also financially ready, and I knew I can take the responsibility of buying a brand new car. And it didn't matter to me like what people would say about the car that I drove, because I think when I sold my car, a lot of people judged me. They looked down on me. They thought that I was broke, that I didn't have money to pay for it. And it wasn't that case. I was slowly learning the financial system here in the US, and I think it wasn't a good financial move for me to buy a car when I live 5 minutes away from work. So it didn't matter. I didn't care about other people. I think that's the thing that you learn when you tend to live by yourself. You tend to learn more about yourself. And I didn't really care about other people's opinion, because at the end of the day, it's my life. And I think a lot of people would say that they wouldn't want my life. I hope they don't, because it's the life that I chose, and it's not easy. And also, I don't want their life also, and I wouldn't really care to mingle or say my opinion about their life, because I respect whatever their choices in life is. So it didn't phase me. I didn't care. I just follow my plan. I eliminated emotions, and yeah, here I am now talking to you guys in my Tesla, one of my dream car that I always wanted to. I'm really happy about it. Buying this car was a big financial move for me, but at the same time, I never thought about it as an investment. I thought about it. I thought about it as a necessity, because here in the U.S., if you're planning on staying and working here, is that you need a car to go around, and it's just how structured here in the U.S. You can take the bus, the public transportation is very, like, sometimes it's very convenient, sometimes it's not. It just depends. It's just gonna take a lot of your time, and yeah, if you're comfortable doing that, that's okay. I think it's just very time saving if you have a car, especially if you want to go around the US, because there's a lot of things that you can see here in the US. You can go to national parks and whatnot. Me, I never thought about it, because even historically, were never an asset, were never an investment. Of course, there's always an outlier in terms of an investment. Talk about a lot of things, and there's always an outlier. I think an investment would be those luxury cars. We can talk about those outliers. For example, those luxury cars that they drive. Yeah, those are outliers. They can be an investment in the future, in the long run. But if we're just like driving normal cars, it's never an investment. It's always a liability, and they always depreciate in value. The moment that you drive the car out of the lot, I think it is like 10 to 30% of its value, and that's how it is, because I think a car is a tool. At least for me, I wanted to buy this car, and in order for me to get one, is that I think about it. When I drive it, I'm happy. When I drive it, I don't regret buying it. I drive it because I'm very secure about myself, and I didn't buy it to impress other people. I did it because I want to impress myself, and I knew I was in a good financial position to make that decision. And the investment that I thought about buying this car is the time that I'm gonna save, because if I can get to point A to point B much faster, I can save a lot of time, and that time that I save, I can allocate into a lot of things that I can work on. So I think that's the real investment in terms of like buying the car that you want, or buying even not the car that you want, just a car that can drive you around, is that the time that you can save in order for you to work on other things, because there's a lot of things. And because I always hear about people talking about is it if you're buying that car, is it a good investment? Is it going to depreciate in value? Fascinates me that people would make big financial decision based on, especially on buying a car as an investment, because historically a car is never an investment. And if you're thinking about an investment, and that money that you're trying to buy a car, looking at that money to grow in value in the future, I feel like you're looking at the wrong asset, or the wrong thing, because you could have just put that money and put it in a stock market, put it in real estate, put it on treasury bonds. There's a lot of things that you can invest to that are real asset that would give you returns on your capital. Making a decision, especially buying a car based on an investment choice, I feel like it's not a good idea.